A warm welcome to all of you for this sociology optional course. So, what we are planning to do for the next 3 days will be decoding the sociology syllabus. First of all, you should know what we are going to study. You should have a rough idea about what constitutes UPSC sociology. Thereafter, when we start this sociology class as a full-fledged class, you will be having the familiarity effect. Since you have been exposed to the sociological concepts in the form of syllabus class, you will be having a familiarity. So, when I am teaching the classes after the core, this syllabus class is over, it would be easy for you to grasp the subject. I have uploaded a video on why sociology optional. Kindly see the video, less than 8 minutes video. In that video, I have clearly explained the advantages of taking sociology as your optional. So there are three important advantages, or I would say that there are three important criterion which you have to use to select an optional. I've spoken in that video about the suitability test. So how far this suitability test is defined, you have to see the video. There are three important criterion in the suitability test. One is the familiarity. I've told about familiarity, and the second is the scoreability, and third is the compatibility. So sociology is very suitable because it is familiar to you, familiarity. Secondly, it is scoreable, scoreability. And thirdly, it is compatibility. Compatibility. Compatibility means what? How far sociology is relevant for the general studies as well as your essay paper. So this is what is a very, very important point which you have to consider when you select your optional. It is not about what the optional is giving to that 500 marks. It is about what this optional is giving to your general studies. It is about what this optional is giving to your essay paper. You can see in the brochure I have given to you. Just see the brochure I have given to you. In that, I have put the questions which they have asked in the GS papers, all the 4 papers, how it is connected to sociology, as well as I have put the questions asked in the past years on essay, how this is very much relevant in the sociology syllabus. So, essay and GS will be simultaneously covered through the sociology optional. Therefore, when you are studying sociology optional, you should not think that I am studying optional. You should think that you are studying for GS as well as your essay. So, this is what I speak about compatibility. After having said all these things, kindly watch the video. I don't want to get into that because it will take much of your time. It is already made as a video. It has been uploaded in our YouTube channel. Kindly go see the YouTube channel video of us, Why Sociology. You'll understand all these things. Now, this class is what? A syllabus class. This class is a syllabus class. Decodification of sociology syllabus. Decodification of sociology syllabus. Why sociology is very important for administration? Why sociology is very important for administration? Every administrator must have to know about the society, because Administration of people is what is the most important thing in civil services. How do you administer the people? So public administration requires that you have to have a thorough understanding about the public. When I wanted to become a cardiologist, I have to have a complete understanding of how the heart is functioning, how this heart is connected to the other body parts. If I have to become a nephrologist, I should have a thorough understanding of kidney. If I have to become a car mechanic, I should have a thorough understanding of how the function, what are the functions of the engine of the car, how this engine is supplying something to the car. So I have to have a complete understanding of the engine. So when I have to do a job, I should have a complete understanding of what the job is all about. As a civil servant, you are dealing with people. So you should have people's knowledge. You should have the social skills. And who will give you a better understanding of people's knowledge? Who will give you a better understanding of the social skills needed? This subject called sociology. So my point is, whether you have selected sociology as your optional or you have not selected, every civil servant knows sociology. Without knowing society, you can't administer the society. Take for example, in 1950s, India was one of the first few countries in the world to make a national population policy way back in 1950s itself. So we have to contain the population according to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, because he finds that the huge population of India with scarce resource will not make India progressive. So we have to cut down the population. We have to reduce the population growth. Now the government of India started, practicing this population policy, national population policy. But they were surprised that the policy is not working. It's not working. So there was a review meeting called to find out the reason for why this population policy is not working. People are very lethargic. They are not taking up this seriously. Now, by force, we have to control the population. So, forceful control of population started. Coercive methods were used. Any male above 21 years of age will be compulsorily taken under the custody of the doctors. Family planning surgery will be done. They didn't even spare elderly people. So by force. But still it was not working. Now, the government was very curious to know why. I have told people follow small family norm. They are not following. I have even compelled people, but still it is not working. So what is the reason behind that? A task force was constituted, a study team was constituted, consisting of not just economists, but also sociologists. Now, sociologists studied thoroughly why this population policy is not working, and they came to know that it is not working because of the culture of the society. It is not working because of the culture of the society. The culture of the major religion called Hinduism says children are the gift of God. More children means more God is blessing you. So they started reproducing because it is the divine force that is giving you children. You say no to children, you are against the divine force. and you will definitely not do that. So it is the wish of God that I am giving birth to the child. The culture strongly supported large family norms. But the lawmakers are telling, the government is telling small family norm. Now there is a contradiction, there is a conflict between culture and the government. Now who will prevail? There is a big fight between the government and the culture. Who will prevail? Culture will prevail. Culture will prevail. So therefore, based on the recommendation of sociologists, the government started not coercing people, but persuading people. Go to people door by door. Convince the people that don't give birth to children, because there are many advantages of having a small family norm. Because of that persuasion, that the population growth rate started reducing. So it will be very, very surprising, interesting to find that the average number of children born is not decided by the mother or father of the children. It is not even decided by the family of the children. It is decided by the culture of the society. How you know? If you go to America, ask a parent how many children the parent has. The parent says 2 children. You come to India, ask the parent how many children the parent has. They say on an average 3 children. You go to Yemen and ask a parent, the parent says 6 children. So number of children born to parent is not decided by the parents. Number of children born in a family is not decided by the family. It is decided by the culture of the society. That is why the average number of children born to women varies across cultures. But we think that reproductive behavior is a choice of the individuals. Economists thought that reproductive behavior is based on the choice of the individual. The individual will make a profit and loss calculation. If I have a child, what will be the advantage? If I have a child, what will be the disadvantage? So they take a weighing balance, put advantage in one side, put disadvantage in another side, and they try to make a decision based on this cost benefit analysis. That is what is the understanding of fertility behavior given by economists. Sociologists came, told this is absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. We don't make a cost benefit analysis. Reproductive behavior is not based on cost benefit analysis. It is based on the culture of the society. And culture will not change easily. Culture will not change easily. Culture changes, but changes very slowly. We have got a technological world. We are into a technological era. But despite of the technological innovation which we are experiencing in the form of new electronic gadgets, you see most of the people, what photo they have in the screensaver, Lord Ganesha, Lord Balaji, Jesus Christ. So morning, you just open the WhatsApp. There are some friends who are sending today some daily divine bhajan, morning bhajan. The more and more when you try to become scientific, the more and more you become religious. The more and more when you try to become modern, the more and more you try to become traditional. Today, traditional foods are sold in the restaurants and it is sold like hotcakes. More and more you became modern, and therefore more and more you wanted millet. You are going back. Rice is not important. Millet is important. Now you go to the restaurant, Millet food is very costly and people are ready to consume this. Organic food, there is a huge market for organic. When we did agriculture in a very natural way, we did agriculture, natural agriculture, organic agriculture before technology came, before fertilizers came, chemicals came. And now we are going back. People are going, wanting to pay, ready to pay extra money if it is made in a very organic way. You go to a marriage today, you go to marriage today, you see that more and more people are wearing only traditional dress in the marriage. Have you heard about the Antilla? Antilla, you know about Antilla or not? Antilla is the name of the house of Mukesh Ambani, supposed to be one of the richest person in world. Forget about India. Richest person, one of the richest person in the world. He has constructed a house. People give different estimations. Some say 8,500 crore, some say 12,000 crore. So we do not know. Even he may not be knowing. He just told the designer, builder, I want this is house. That's all. Go. Sir, budget and பேசுவேனே என்ன வேணும் எடுத்துட்டு ஓடு சொல்லிருப்பாரா இல்லையா? So Antilla house was constructed for 10,000 crores. After the building got constructed, it was ready for occupation. The family astrologer of Mukesh Ambani advised that it is not an auspicious time for now. So don't go to the new house now. You wait for 1 year, 2 years. Thereafter, you go to the new house. So house was ready, but he was not going to the house. He was not occupying the house. He waited for 1.5 years. After the auspicious time came, he went to that house. Who else is more scientific than Mukesh Ambani? Because he is minting money using technology, science and technology. But he is very religious. Have you heard about Einstein? Einstein, the person who has used maximum brain recorded in the human history. You know how much percentage he has used brain? Somebody said 2%. He used 2% brain. And that is supposed to be the maximum usage of brain. Just to compare our brain with his brain, our usage of brain, நம்மலாம் மைனஸ்ல போயிட்டு இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் கொஞ்சம் பேருக்கு. He says, science without religion is blame, religion without science is blind. This was asked in UPSC Sociology as a question. So more and more, when you are modern, more and more you are culture bound, religion bound. Without therefore knowing the culture of the society, the customs of the society, you can't change the society. You can't administer the society. So every administrator, every civil servant mandatorily will have to have a sound knowledge about society. And therefore sociology will give you that sound knowledge. After clearing, you can use this sociology knowledge to administer the society. So sociology is not only giving you IAS, sociology will make you a better IAS. This subject is not only a subject useful to clear this examination. This subject's benefit will be there even after you clear the examination. After joining the job, you'll understand the subject even more better than when you study this subject. All my sociology students who are today in civil services as IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS, they say this to me, sir, now only we are understanding the beauty of the thinkers, beauty of the subject, because exactly what sociology taught to us, we are using that in solving the problems of the people. There was a tribal group in Nilgiris, Ooty. The district collector of this district wanted to give economic empowerment to the tribal people. So he suggested some, and they advised him that you give buffalo to these people so that they can milk the buffalo, they can make some money out of that. This will be an economic sustenance for them. So based on the advice, the collector gave buffalo to the tribal people. After 1 month, the collector wanted to see how far buffalo helped the people's economic well-being. He constituted a team, and the team went to the houses of those people who received buffalo from the collector. They found that not even one buffalo was alive that time, within 1 minute, 1 month. So they came and told the collector, sir, no buffalo we can see in the houses. The collector was very shocked. He further went and inquired. He found that these people ate all the buffalo. Without understanding the culture of the people, if you implement the scheme, this will happen to the scheme. This will happen. So a strong understanding of the culture of the society, therefore, is a precondition to become a civil servant. Be happy that sociology is going to give you that. Understood? Now come to the decodification of syllabus. Sociology, like any other optional, has two papers. Paper 1 and paper 2. Like any other optional, it has two papers, paper 1, paper 2. In every optional, including sociology, paper 1 is theories. And paper 2 is application of the theory to the Indian society. Application of theories to Indian society. So this is like formulas. A plus B the whole square formula, and this is nothing but using the formula solving the problem. Using the formula and solving the problem. Paper 1, how many questions they are asking, whether it is paper 1 or paper 2, they are asking equal number of questions. They are asking 19 questions in paper 1 and 19 questions in paper 2. So totally, how many questions you should write? You should write 38 questions totally. Totally, you should write 38 questions in sociology. The entire preparation is boiling down to what? Writing 38 questions. If I know that 38 questions today, sociology is over today. There are some students who asked me in the past, sir, can you tell that 38 questions? Can you teach only those 38 questions? I remember a joke. We will ask you questions and you answer the question, you will get 1 crore. Neengalum vellalam oru kodi. So first question, second question, third question. 16th question, if you answer, you will get 1 crore. That's program. Joke enna? டைரக்டா நீங்க அந்த 16th கொஸ்டினை கேளுங்களேன். So இந்த மாதிரி you have no shortcut to success. The shortest distance between any two points is what? The shortest distance between any two points is what? The shortest distance between any two points is only a straight line. There is no shortcut. So you will have 4.5 months of sociology. I'll ensure that through these class lectures, sociology deeply goes into your head. It is my responsibility to put sociology into your head. And your responsibility is to be present physically and mentally. come with open mind and allow me to put sociology into your mind. So you should come with an open mind. If you come with a closed mind, then what happens? Sociology will not go into your head. So I will take all the responsibilities. I just wanted full cooperation from your end. Full cooperation means what? What I am telling you, kindly follow. Nothing more I am telling you. Just study our class notes first. Right? Go back to your house, revise the class lecture notes. Then take the books which I am giving to you. I will give you two books. One is for paper 1, another is for paper 2. I have written these two books. Refer for additional points these books. If any additional point you are finding, in the shortest possible way, you add on to the class lecture notes. Now your lecture notes will become very comprehensive because it is having both class notes as well as important takeaway points from the materials I am giving to you. I will keep tests regularly, write the test, get it evaluated. After the course is over, from October onwards, I will start 1 year test batch. In those 1 year, in that 1 year test batch, we have two phases, phase 1, phase 2. Phase 1 will be completed by February of 2023. In that phase 1, I'll ensure that the entire paper 1, paper 2 you are covering once. Then after that 3 months, you just forget sociology, prepare for your prelims examination. Write your prelims examination on May 28, 2023. Take 1 week break. After that, we'll resume the phase 2 sociology test batch. In that phase 2 sociology test batch, I'll ensure that you are studying sociology 3 times, both paper 1, paper 2. So phase 1 time revision over, phase 2 3 times revision over. End of this phase 2 test batch, you will be having 4 times revision done, both paper 1, paper 2. 5 days to 7 days you have, minimum 5 days you have sociology, you have leave for sociology optional. So in those 5 days, having done 4 times sociology, in 5 days, how many times you can revise sociology? Minimum 2 times you can revise sociology. So 4 plus 2, 6 times you have revised sociology. After having revised sociology for 6 times, you go to sociology examination. Sociology will overflow or not? Arvi madri kottadu sociology. If you can do that, can you cross 320 or not? So our target in sociology is 320 plus. Because people before you have crossed 320. People after you also will cross 320. And therefore you also will have to cross 320. So we should first keep an end in the mind. Before we begin, we have to have an end in the mind. The end is what? I should get 320 plus in sociology. How and all I will get? How and all I will mobilize the resources to get that 320 plus? That is what is the dominant thought you have to have. Day in, day out. 320 plus sociology, 320 plus sociology. What you think, that you become. Never ever doubt your ability. Never ever doubt your teacher's ability as well. Trust your teachers, trust yourself, and that trust is what is reflected in the form of success. So I am having 22 years of experience in sociology optional. My experience is becoming lessons. The lecture is made out of my long journey with this sociology optional. So use my experience like a ladder. You use me, you climb to the next level. Exploit me. I openly tell to students, you exploit me. But clear this examination. From our end, we will give the fullest possible extent support. If at all you have an extra request, you wanted some additional support, we are ready. But you should come and tell, sir, எனக்கு extra இது தேவை. I wanted this thing extra. You'll get. Because one size does not fit for all. There are some students who have peculiar problems, which is not the problem of the others. You come, individualized attention will be given to you. Take all the support systems which is present for you in the form of our institution. Clear this examination. We are not going to go empty handed, I tell you. When we are finishing this UPSC preparation, it should not be empty handed. ஒண்ணுமே இல்லாம நிராயுத பாணி மாதிரி நம்ம போயிடக்கூடாது. ஒண்ணுமே இல்லாம போயிடக்கூடாது. We have to have something. When you walk out, you have to have the trophy with you. Till then we will fight. Till then the game is not over. It will be on, it will be on, it will be on. Till we clear this examination. So the commitment which you have to have should never ever get diluted for any reason. Personal reason, family reason, friends reason, health reason. So all these reasons are there for all people who clear this examination. They have faced all these obstacles, but they overcame these obstacles. Never ever buckle under the pressure. Come out of your comfort zone to clear this examination. So, the purpose lies in we getting 320 plus in sociology. A student of mine, if he gets 320, 220 or 240, I am not at all happy. What is the use of making a student get a 220 and all? Take 320 plus, take IAS. Sociology is your trump card. It is the passport to Labasna. Ensure that. Participate in the process. Of course, the process always will not be that so easy. I'll try to make it as easy as possible, but definitely you will have to undergo some turbulence. When you are in the flight, the pilot says we are facing some turbulence. We hope we'll overcome the turbulence. For the first time when I was going in the flight and the pilot told we are in the turbulence, I really feared. என்னடா அது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் இப்பதான் போறோம் ஃப்ளைட்ல திடீர்னு டர்பியூலன்ஸ்ல மாட்டுதுன்னு ஃப்ளைட் பைலட் சொல்றாருன்னு. அதுக்கப்புறம் சும்மா அவர் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறார் என்ன பெரிய டர்பியூலன்ஸ். So first time when you are not able to manage GS optional and all, you will be having some turbulence, but you'll find that turbulence will be automatically gone if you are consistently following the timetable. Have a timetable, follow the timetable, never ever breach it. Coming to this sociology paper 1, paper 2, 19 questions are asked. I told how these questions are split up. They are split up into two ways, two parts. One is the 20 marker question, another is 10 marker question. You have to write 6 20 marker questions, 120. You have to write 13 10 marker questions, 130. So totally 250. As far as the question paper is concerned, there are two sections, section A and section B. 4 questions will be asked in section A. 4 questions will be asked in section B. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 questions totally. 8 questions are asked, but the compulsory questions are 1 and 5 compulsory. In section A, 1 to 4 questions. In section B, 5 to 8 questions. 1 and 5 are compulsory. There is no choice. 1, you'll get 5 short notes, 10 marker. 5 also you'll have 5 10 marker question. Right? So now 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. The second question will be having 3 parts, A, B, C. So as the third question, so as the fourth question, so as the sixth one, so as the seventh one, so as the eighth one. This A part will be 20 marker, B part will be 20 marker, C part will be 10 marker, 50. So every question is totally composed of 50 marks. 20 marker, 20 marker, 10 marker. So same 20, 20, 10, 20, 20, 10 like that. But the condition which they have given, the first condition 1 and 5 compulsory, and the second condition is minimum you have to choose 1 question from each section. Don't choose more than 2 questions from each sections. Minimum 1. If you choose this one, you can choose maximum 2 here. You choose 2 here, max you have to choose 1 here. So 2 questions from section A means 1 question from section B. 1 from section A means 2 from section B, which means that you have choice. You have choice, because out of 6 questions, how many questions you have to write? Only how many questions you have to write? 3 questions. But these 3 questions should be like that. At least 1 you have to choose from 1 section. Don't choose more than 2 from any section. So totally 1 and 5 compulsory. Here 3 questions out of remaining 6 questions. So 5 into 50 marks each question, 250 marks. Now the problem is that sometimes this will be known to you, this will be known to you, this will not be known to you. Don't take from 4 C part, because you know this 10 marker. If you choose 2 means you should address all the questions. So how will you choose? Out of 50, if I know maximum marks, if I know the questions carrying maximum marks, I'll choose that. Here I know 40, I don't know 10, which is why my choice is this. Here I know only 20 or 30, but I know this 20. So which one you'll choose? 2 or 4? 2 should be chosen. So all these things will have to be carefully seen by you. There itself you have to make a judgment whether I am taking this one or that one. Understood? So choice is present, no problem, but the choice will have to be exercised with due consideration. Understood? So this is what is the pattern of questions which they are asking. Now come to paper 1. Of sociology. Fundamentals of sociology. Fundamentals. Fundamentals of sociology. Paper 1 sociology has 10 units. It has 10 units. I have given you the brochure. In that brochure, there is a syllabus which we have given, sociology paper 1 syllabus. Kindly take that particular page. Page number, what is the page number given in the brochure today? Page number is not given. Okay. So syllabus, fourth paper or fourth paper. Take the fourth paper. You'll find the syllabus copy. In the syllabus of UPSC Sociology, paper 1, they have given 10 units. 10 units. So we should study all the 10 units. Right? When you come to paper 2 Sociology, they are not giving 10 units, rather they are giving 3 sections. There are 3 sections. Section A, Section B and Section C. Section A is about introduction to Indian society, introducing Indian society. Section B is about social structure. And Section C is about social change. All the 3 sections will have to be carefully read, because questions are coming from all the 3 sections. You cannot leave any section. So a comprehensive coverage of sociology syllabus is mandatory. Of course, not 100% you have to study. I'd say that 90 to 95% of sociology syllabus, if you cover, still you'll be able to cross 320 plus. 95% of the syllabus at least you have to cover, because we have three choices or not. 3 questions can be left or not. 95%, but ideally speaking, 100% should be our target. Paper 1 Sociology, Unit 1. Is about number 1, emergence of sociology. Number 2, scope of sociology. Number 3, common sense and sociology. Three topics are given in unit number 1 of paper 1. Emergence of sociology. So, origin is very important. How this subject came, why this subject came, what is this subject? So you should ask 3 foundation questions. What is this subject? Why this subject came? How this subject came? If you answer all the 3 questions, sociology is understood. Emergence is understood. Emergence. Sociology as a subject is only a consequence. Yeah, it is an effect. For every effect, there should be a cause. So sociology is the effect of what? In the syllabus, they have given sociology is the effect of modernity, and social conditions. In Europe, sociology is the effect of modernity and social conditions in Europe. Now, what is sociology? Sociology is a term coined by one great philosopher or sociologist belonging to France. His name is Auguste Comte. He only coined the term sociology in 1830s. Earlier, he used the term social physics. He used the term social physics. He didn't use the term sociology first. He first used the term social physics. Later, he renamed the social physics as sociology by combining two terms. One is a Latin term, another is a Greek term. The Latin term socius and the Greek term logos. Socius plus logos became sociology. Socius in Latin means group. Logos means study of. Now tell me, what is sociology? Study of groups. Why should you study that group? Why question comes or not? Why study group? You should study group because the individual behavior is by and large influenced by that group. Individual's behavior, individual's wishes, individual's taste is decided by the group only. So we are eating 3 times food. Yes or no? All of us are eating 3 times food: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why are we not eating 6 times or 7 times? Why only 3? You ask your mother the 4th time food or 5th time, she will not encourage this. Morning you eat breakfast by 9 o'clock. 11 o'clock you ask mother, I wanted again breakfast. என்னாச்சு உனக்குன்னு கேட்பாங்களா இல்லையா? Why only 3 times food? Is it biologically decided? Is that biologically decided? Even when you are not hungry, your mother tells you to take food. So mother is calling you for lunch. You say, அம்மா எனக்கு இன்னும் பசிக்கவே இல்லை, நான் அப்புறம் சாப்பிட்றேன். அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. பசிக்குதோ பசிக்கலையோ 2 மணிக்கு சாப்பிட்டாகணும். Yes or no? So it is not the biology. Your body is not asking food, but culture is telling you have to eat 3 times food. How many times you are eating food is decided therefore by the group. What food you are eating? Why don't you eat snake, lizard, cockroach? Why? Culture. You go to China, people eat snake. Come to India, people worship snake. Nagaraja. Their tasty food. So they feast. So he is asking, friend is asking, birthday நாளைக்கு தானே, எனக்கு நீ ஸ்னேக்கு கொடுப்பியா கொடுக்க மாட்டியா? கண்டிப்பா உண்டு, ஸ்னேக் உண்டு. டெஃபினட்டா பார்ட்டி அட்டன் பண்றான் சைனால. இங்க கூப்பிட்டு பாருங்களேன், நாளைக்கு பார்ட்டி, பர்த்டே பார்ட்டி. என்ன கொடுப்ப வீட்டுல? ஸ்பெஷல் ஐட்டம் ஒன்று ரெடியா இருக்குது. என்ன? ஸ்னேக்கு. நேரா போய் போலீஸ்ல கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணுவான் நம்மள, சரியில்லை அப்படின்ட்டு. எஸ் ஆர் நோ? So what food you are eating? A friend of mine when going to China, he was telling me, famous ஆன food என்ன தெரியுமா? What is the famous food, you know? Fried rice and cockroach fry ண்டான். Cockroach fry யா? He said yes, they are growing cockroach in the farmல மேக் பண்றாங்களாம். cockroach மேக் பண்றாங்க ஃபார்ம்ல. இங்க எப்படி சிக்கன் ஃபார்ம் இருக்குதோ அதே மாதிரி ஃபிஷ் ஃபார்ம் இருக்குதோ அதே மாதிரி அங்க காக்ரோச்ச பிரீட் பண்றாங்களாம். ஏன்னா இட் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் தி டேஸ்டி ஃபுட். அங்க நமக்கு பார்த்தாலே அவ்வளவுதான். ரிஃப்ளெக்ஸ் ரியாக்ஷன் ஹேப்பன்ஸ். ரிஃப்ளெக்ஸ். So what food you are eating is decided by culture. How many times you are eating food decided by culture. Mother is telling you, morning when you wake up, you go to bathroom, take bath. Go. குளிக்காம வரக்கூடாது வீட்டை விட்டு. அமெரிக்கால அப்படியா? So when to take bath, culture says. What dress to wear. So what food you have to eat, what job you have to do, when you have to sleep, what course you have to study. Many of your parents came to see me or not? You came with your parents. So parents are telling, என் பொண்ணு IAS ஆகணும். This is what we wanted from you. என் பையன் IAS ஆகணும். பேரண்ட்ஸோட வர்றோம். At this age you should run the district, or at least you should be there in civil services. அப்படிதானே? 21 வயசு ஆயிருச்சு எல்லாருக்கும் அநேகமா. அப்ப we call the parents, அப்பா எனக்கு sociology optional எடுக்கணும். அப்பா comes with you. அப்பா is asking his அப்பா, grandfather, sociology optional உங்க கிராண்ட் டாட்டர் எடுக்கணும்னு சொல்றா. இப்படி கிராண்ட் ஃபாதர் அங்க இருந்து வில்லேஜ்ல இருந்து சோசியாலஜி ஆப்ஷனலா? நல்லா விசாரிச்சியா? இல்ல விசாரிக்கல. போ போ போய் விசாரி. நல்ல. he is telling our father, giving instruction to our father. our father, சரிப்பா சரிப்பா, விசாரிச்சுட்டு எனக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணி சொல்ற. ஃபாதரோட வந்து ஆஃப்டர் என்கொயரிங் ஃபாதர் இஸ் காலிங் ஹிஸ் ஃபாதர். அப்பா விசாரிச்சுட்டேன், நல்லா தான் எடுப்பாரு போல தெரியுது, கிளாஸ்ல சேர்த்து விட்டுறலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். நல்லா விசாரிச்சியா? இல்ல விசாரிச்சுட்டேன். இல்ல நான் வரணுமா விசாரிக்கிறதுக்கு? இல்ல நீங்க வர வேண்டாம். ரைட். எப்படி படிக்கிறாங்க அப்படிங்கறத எனக்கு அப்டேட் பண்ணு. சரிப்பா. இதுக்கு பேரு amoral feminism அப்படிமாங்க. In Indian setup, cultural setup, children don't grow at all. They don't grow at all. When you go to America, when you go to European countries, when you are 18 years of age, your father will start asking rent. 18th birthday, father is asking you, from now onwards you should earn your own food. Go out, earn, come. இங்க அப்படி இல்ல. Son is 35 years of age, father is giving money to join the course. தப்பு கிடையாது. நம்ம கல்ச்சர் அப்படி. This is what is our culture. Nothing wrong. I'm 30 years of age, சார். அப்பாட்டையே காசு வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கிற சார். டீ குடிக்கிறது கூட அப்பா தான் காசு கொடுக்கணும்னா நம்ம கல்ச்சர் அப்படித்தான் இருக்கும். மகிழ்ச்சி, துக்கமே கிடையாது, மகிழ்ச்சி. Whom you should marry? Who decides? Who decides? You decide. One day you go to your father and tell your father, you say, no, my father is so friendly, My mother is so friendly. You go with somebody and tell that this is the girl whom I wanted to marry. Appa, நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? நான் உங்க friend தானே அப்படின்னா, he will show that he is not friend, he is your father. Right? So they warn you, அதெல்லாம் கூடாதுப்பா, no, ஒரு family tradition. But still, next day, newspaperல வருது, honor killing. So everything is decided by the group. Understood? Everything is decided by the group. So I am just not what I am just what the group wanted me to become. I wanted to become IAS. Yampa, you wanted to become IAS because my father wanted me, my mother wanted me, grandfather wanted me, grandmother wanted me. Whether you wanted to become IAS or not, no, not for me, but for my family. Sir, family காகவாது நான் IAS ஆகணும். But your choice to become IAS is not your own choice for majority of us. Yes or no? The choice is not our choice. The choice is the choice of the family. So our mind itself is not individual mind. It's a group mind. We are just individual, but we are acting according to the group. Open the mind of the individual. What is inside the mind of the individual? The group mind. So the behavior of the individual cannot be understood without the mind, without understanding the mind of the group. To study the individual, I should study the group. To study the action of the individual, I should study the action of the group. So sociology, therefore, is the study of group, not the study of individual. How and all the individual is guided by the group, how and all he is molded, shaped by the group. That is what is the subject matter of sociology. Psychology and sociology differs on this aspect, that psychology studies mind of the individual, sociology studies mind of the group. So group therefore should be studied, and to study that group we have to develop a new subject. To study the group we have to develop a new subject. That subject should be called as study of group, study of society. The subject therefore should be called as sociology. Why we wanted to become IAS? Because the group will respect us. Poverty, somebody is poor not because that individual is poor, that society itself is poor. And it is very, very surprising that in one part of the culture something will be wrong, in another part of the culture that is right. Absolutely. Prostitution is morally wrong. Prostitution is morally wrong. But there is one tribe in India called as Ganjara tribe. There, prostitution is normal. After attaining puberty, the girl will have to be a prostitute for some time, after which only she'll get married and she'll have a marriage life. So this is about group. Therefore, you cannot say that this is right, this is wrong. It is right in this group, but it is wrong in some other group. It is wrong in some other group, that is right in this group. So group is what is deciding what is right and wrong. But if you go and ask Constitution, Constitution says right and wrong should not be given by the group. Right and wrong is written in the Constitution, black and white. And this is what is called as constitutional morality, which came as a question in 2021 main examination, GS. Morality is decided not by Group, it should be decided by the constitution. Constitution says morality should be decided by the group, not by somebody else. Sociology says. Dr. Ambedkar wanted constitution to tell morality because he said that the group is telling something moral that is exploiting the lower caste. If you give the power to the group to decide what is right and wrong, for thousands of years in the name of caste system, the group decided right and wrong, but that right and wrong decided by the group is negatively affecting the lower caste people. Therefore, don't give the power to decide what is right and wrong to the group. Give that power to the constitution. I will write the constitution. He wrote the constitution, told that this is right and wrong. Let the group not decide what is right and wrong. Let the constitution decide what is right and wrong. And that is why constitutional morality should be more important than the group morality, according to Dr. Ambedkar, according to the Supreme Court of India. When they are asking this question in Indian polity, as a student of sociology, the floodgate will be opened. மடை திறந்த வெள்ளம் மாதிரி ஆன்சர் வரும். அதுக்காக தான் சொல்றேன், sociology is not only useful for sociology, sociology is useful for GS as well as SA. So polity you have studied, many of you have, some of you have studied polity. Have you got this understanding of polity before? I tell you, no. After reading sociology, polity will look different. After reading sociology, economy will become totally different. And that is what is integration of knowledge. And that is what is the route to clear IAS examination. Connecting the subject is what is the demand of the examination. So we should study group because the group mind decides the individual mind. Therefore, study of group becomes important for sociology. Now, the first topic says emergence of sociology is because of two things: social conditions in Europe. Social conditions. In Europe, the social condition was caused by modernity. So, condition of the society in Europe is a new condition. It's a new condition. It is a changed condition. Old Europe became new Europe. Old is tradition. New is modern. So, what is modern? What is opposite to tradition? That is modern. Yes or no? What is opposite to tradition? That is modern. If tradition is religion, modern should be what? Science. If tradition is emotions, modern is what? Rationality. If tradition is joint family, modern is what? Nuclear family. If tradition is agriculture, modern is what? Industry. If tradition is monarchy, modern is what? Democracy. So totally opposite society is evolving. And when it is evolving in a full form, though it started evolving since 14th century, a concrete change can be seen only after 500 years in 19th century. Small changes took place for 500 years. After 500 years, these small changes piled up together, and now it became a big change, a totally new change. So the new is now visible. New family, new politics, new religion, new economy, new science and technology. Everything is new. And you know that the new is wanted by us. Why? We wanted the new. Why? Why we wanted the new? Tell me why you wanted the new. You wanted the new because the old is having some problem. I wanted a new car because the old car is not working properly. There is some problem with the old, therefore I wanted the new. So new came as a solution to the problem of the old. Okay, right? Understood? New came as a solution to the problem of the old. But at the same time, new also creates new problem. New came as a solution to the old problem, but in the process, new created new problems. For example, according to a report, 40% of people divorce in America. But in India, it is less than 1%. But even 1% is a bigger number. 13, some estimation says 13 divorce out of every 1,000 marriages in India. But in the past and all, there was no single instance of divorce. But today, 13 out of 1,000 marriages. So the new has created opportunities for women empowerment, because women no longer need to be confined within the four walls of the house. They can come out, they can work, they can become economically sustainable, they can have economic empowerment, they also have political opportunities, fine. But there is a new problem that the family is having a disruption. So new created new problems, though it solved the old problems. Now you have to solve the new problems. To solve the new problems, what you should do? You should study the new problems. After having carefully studied the new problems, you will try to solve the problems. So sociology came to study the new society, having new problems. New here means modern. Sociology came to study the modern society. Because modern society has solutions for the problems of the traditional society, but modern society also has new problems. These new problems will have to be studied carefully. New solutions will have to be given, for which a new subject came called as sociology. So somebody is asking you, a friend of you, a roommate of you, after you have gone to the room today, after the class is over, you go to your room. Your roommate is asking what you learned in sociology class. You say, I learned the emergence of sociology. Your friend is asking, why sociology emerged? You have to give answer in one line. What is that one line answer you'll give? Sociology emerged to study modern society. because modern society, though solved the problems of the traditional society, but has new problems for which a new subject was coming into being. Always try to make a gist in the form of your own writing. After you have understood the subject, you write using the terms I am giving with your own language. Don't compromise with the terms. Without writing the term modernity, answer will become only very weak. So terms should be used. Sentence making you can make. Then only you will develop the skill of writing an answer. So emergence of sociology is because of social conditions in Europe and modernity. Briefly, have you understood? I am not going deep into the subject because after the syllabus class only I will go deep into the subject. Have you understood that one line, modernity and social conditions in Europe and emergence of sociology? One line, have you understood? Any doubt? Frankly, openly, you can ask any doubt. No hesitation at all. Modernity means new society. New society came with new problems. To study new problems came new subject. That new subject is called as sociology. Next topic is what? Scope of sociology. How it is connected to other subjects. Sociology is connected to other subjects. Scope of sociology. So, sociology's relation with other social sciences. Other social sciences means what? Relation with history, relation with, you know, anthropology, relation with psychology, relation with philosophy. Like that, it is having relation with other social sciences. So when you relate sociology with other social sciences, you'll get a complete picture of society or not. Psychology you are adding to sociology, you'll get to know sociology from psychological dimension also. Sociology from anthropological dimension, sociology from historical dimension, sociology from philosophical dimension. So sociology when combined with other subject gives you even more a comprehensive understanding of society. So how far it is connected to other social sciences? Modernity and emergence of sociology is worth 20 marks. Emergence of sociology is a question which normally comes as 20 marker. Sometimes it came as 10 marker also. Relation of sociology with other social sciences, just a 10 marker question. Always this first question comes in the paper, so this is a very, very important question. Most of the years you have this question called emergence of sociology, including 2021 paper. I'm having 2021 sociology paper, paper 1. The first question itself is what? Europe was the first and the only place where modernity emerged. Comment. So every year repeatedly question comes on emergence of sociology. When you have completed this topic, you have put into your pocket 20 marks or minimum 10 marks. This year they have not asked any question on, the comparison of sociology with other social sciences. Of course, it is not a 10 marker question. They have asked, it seems they have asked 20 marker question they have asked. First time they have asked for 20 marker. So First unit, first topic came in 2021. Second topic also came in 2021. Very surprisingly, third topic also came. How sociology is related to common sense. First unit, you have 3 topics. No, all the 3 topics came in 2021 paper. One unit you read, 40 marks you can secure or you can attempt. 20 marker question, comparison of sociology with other social sciences. 10 marker question, emergence of sociology. Another 10 marker question, common sense and sociology. Very surprising, a pleasant surprise, because all students would have attempted all the 3 questions. All the 3 topics in unit 1 they have asked in 2021. So have you understood the second topic in unit number 1? First topic, emergence of sociology, is because of modern society which came with problems. So there has to be a new society, there has to be a study of new society, for which a new subject came. That new subject to study the new society called modern society is called as sociology. Second topic is what? How sociology is connected to other social sciences, so that you can develop an interdisciplinary approach. Interdisciplinary அப்படின்னா என்ன? What do you mean by this interdisciplinary approach? Interdiscipline means across disciplines. You connect 2 disciplines, you will understand about that particular society more comprehensively. So connecting the disciplines is what is interdisciplinary approach. How sociology is connected to other social sciences, which is why interdisciplinary approach, that is connecting the disciplines approach, came in sociology. And third topic in unit number 1 is sociology and common sense. What is common? What do you mean by common sense? See, there is a queue standing to buy a ticket in cinema theater. Somebody is intruding. The first question people will ask is, common sense இருக்குதா உனக்கு? queuல இத்தனை பேர் நிக்கிறோமே, காமன் சென்ஸ் கொஞ்சமாவது இருக்குதா உனக்கு? அப்ப காமன் சென்ஸ் means what? Common means what? Sense means what? What do you mean by common? Common means people. Sense means அறிவு, knowledge. So there is people's knowledge. You should understand that people's knowledge. A group has a knowledge that this is what is this, that is what is that. It's a group knowledge. As a member of the group, you should know that group. So what is right and wrong, that is decided by the group. That right and wrong which group has will have to be shared by all of us. Common sense is knowledge held by a group of people. Yes or no? So common sense can be called as cultural knowledge. Yes or no? Culture is what? Culture is about people, what you should do, what you should not do. It's culture. So people have culture. Culture is giving you knowledge. That knowledge given by culture is what is common sense. Now a debate came in sociology. Should we use the people's knowledge to study society, or we should use science to study society. An example of common sense is what? You go to a birthday party. In the birthday party, when everybody is enjoying the party, you are solving the multiple choice question of UPSC exam. You are studying seriously. You have taken the book, sociology book, you are studying very seriously. In the party, you are studying sociology. In sociology class, you are in the party mood. I am teaching sociology, suddenly somebody started dancing in the class. So what others will think? திடீர்னு ஒருத்தர் டான்ஸ் ஆட ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டீங்கப்பா, திடீர்னு ஒருத்தர் பாட்டு பாட ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டீங்க, என்ன பண்றது? What will happen? Everybody will look at that person or not? பார்க்கும்போதே என்ன சொல்றீங்க? உட்காரு. Don't create nuisance. So there is a situation. How you should behave in the situation, you should know. So common sense is what? Situational knowledge. Cultural knowledge it is, situational knowledge it is. Culture comes from, or culture is mainly getting clue from religion. Religious knowledge it is. So knowledge which is held by a group of people, whether we should use that knowledge to study society or you should use scientific knowledge to study society. A debate came. Some scholars argued that you should study people's knowledge to study society. You should go by what people say. But some other people say, some other group of scholars say, no, common sense is full of fallacies, wrong things. In one tribe, there is a belief that if anyone gets jaundice, we have to eat gold. Jaundice produces yellow color. Gold is also yellow color. Like will solve the like. Scientifically speaking, the person will die or not if he does that. Appa science gives you knowledge. Culture gives you knowledge. There is a fight between scientific knowledge and cultural knowledge. There is a fight between religious knowledge and scientific knowledge. So that debate is what is going to be studied in this topic called as sociology and common sense. There are two types of people. One say sociology should take clue from common sense. There are another group of people who say sociology is against common sense or common sense is against sociology. These group of people, they are called as non-positivist. And these group of people, they are called as positivist. Because for positivists, sociology is a science. Common sense is unscientific. They are opposites. But for these group of people, common sense is not unscientific. And sociology is also not scientific. காமன் சென்ஸ்ங்கிறது சயின்ஸ் இல்லப்பா, அல்லது காமன் சென்ஸ்ங்கிறது சயின்ஸுக்கு எதிரானது கிடையாது. அதே மாதிரி சோசியாலஜியும் சயின்ஸ் கிடையாது. So two groups of sociologists came, DMK, ADMK மாதிரி, பிஜேபி, காங்கிரஸ் மாதிரி. இவங்க என்ன சொன்னாலும் அது தப்புன்னு இவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க, இவங்க என்ன சொன்னாலும் இது தப்புன்னு அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க. So both streams of sociologists came, one supporting scientific study of society called positivism, another discouraging scientific study in sociology called as non-positivism. So who says sociology is a science? Who says sociology is a science? Who says sociology is not a science? Non-positivism. Now when you go to the second unit, the topic itself is that, is sociology a science? So in the first unit we have seen three topics. One is emergence of sociology, second is comparison of sociology with other social sciences, and third is what? Common sense and sociology. Now unit number 2 is what? See the syllabus copy given to you. Unit number 2 is sociology as a science. Sociology as a science. Now the word as means what? As a science means, is a science, not a science? Both meanings you can draw or not. Sociology as a science அப்படினா என்ன அர்த்தம்? Sociology is a science, sociology not a science. Who says sociology is a science? Positivism. And who says sociology is not a science? Non-positivism or anti-positivism. Now tell me, Auguste Comte, who is the founding father of sociology, because he only gave the term sociology, therefore he should be called as the founding father of sociology. Auguste Comte wanted sociology to become science or not? Or he don't want sociology to be a science? You tell. Whether he wanted sociology to become science or he don't want sociology to be a science. Why? Because he is telling about what was the first term which he used in before sociology? Physics is what? Then what? He wanted sociology to be a science. He is very impressed by physics because physics is able to give more accuracy. Like physics is giving accuracy, sociology should give accuracy. So he wanted sociology to be a social physics. So first group of scholars who came in 19th century, they wanted sociology to become a science. Positivism was mostly present in 19th century sociology. But positivism was criticized in 20th century by a group of people called as non-positivists. For them, sociology is not a science. So the debate is this, whether sociology is science or it is not a science. Before talking about the scientific status of sociology, we should know what is science. Without knowing what is science, if we have to decide on the scientific status of sociology, it is not fair. First you should know what is science, then you should know whether sociology is science or not. What is science? That is what is the topic given in unit number 2. First topic under unit number 2 is what? Science, scientific methods and criticism. What is science? What are the methods used in science? And how and all we can criticize the scientific methods. Now positivism, then non-positivism, different sociological strands, that is only positivism, non-positivism again repeated. And finally, fact, value, objectivity. So in unit number 2, you have 5 topics. In unit number 1, you had only 3 topics. What are the 3 topics? Emergence of sociology, scope of sociology, common sense and sociology. 1, 2, 3. Unit 2, you have 5 topics. One is science, scientific methods, criticism, positivism, non-positivism, different strands, fact, value, objectivity. So what is science? How and all we use scientific methods and how it has to be criticized. Positivism is what? Sociology is a science. Non-positivism, sociology not a science. Different sociological strands, both you have to write again. These two only. Fact, value, objectivity. What do you mean by fact? Fact, value, objectivity. Fact means this marker is a fact. Why? I see this as a marker. You see this as a marker. Everyone see this as a marker. For sure, nobody is going to see this marker as a monkey or donkey. Yes or no? So it is not dependent on the individual who sees this. It has its own existence. Fact is something which is independent of who? Observer. Value means what? Since it is independent of observer, it is objective or subjective? Objective or subjective? Objective means what? Subjective means what? Objective. See, in the prelims examination, the questions are objective type questions. What is the meaning of that? Choice மட்டும் இல்ல. Rightனா right, wrongனா wrong. There is a clear answer for yes or no if it is objective. Just because you have shaded C for the 8th question, UPSC should not say C. Why C? Because many students wanted C, which is why C. அப்படியா? C means C, D means D. அவ்வளவுதான். So objective is not individual centric. But subjective means what? Individual centric. Subjective. So it is dependent on the individual. It is dependent on the observer. Something which is independent of the observer is a fact, which is objective. Something which is dependent on the observer is subjective. So value is what? The standards set by the society. as desirable standards. So these are the goals of the society. Society says everybody should strive to achieve this. For example, honesty is what? Truth is what? எல்லாமே வேல்யூ தானே. வேல்யூனா என்ன அர்த்தம்? எல்லாரும் அதை ப்ரிசர்வ் பண்ணணும், எல்லாரும் அதுக்கு மதிப்பு கொடுக்கணும். எவ்ரிபடி should respect that. Who says everybody should respect that? Society only says. So hard work is what in civil service examination? Fact or value? Value. Goal. Understood? So the standards which will be set by society, that everybody should strive that standard. Equality is what? Value. அப்போ வேல்யூ அப்படிங்கிறது கோல்ஸ் ஆஃப் தி சொசைட்டி. Something which society wanted everyone should practice. Objectivity means what? Unbiased. So fact is objective. Value may not be objective. Because in the old Indian society, patriarchy, male domination is a value. But in new Indian society, male domination is a crime. Equality is the value. So value changes when society changes. Value changes when society changes. Now sociologists are divided. One group of sociologists will tell that sociology studies only fact, so it has to be objective. Who is that sociologist? Sociology studies fact, so it should be objective. Who says this? Positivism or non-positivism? Yes, positivism. On the other hand, some scholars say sociology is study of values, so it cannot be objective because it is very subjective. ஏன்னா ஒரு group of people say prostitution is acceptable, the remaining group says it is an offense. அப்ப for all the girls who have attained puberty in that particular tribe, prostitution is normal. But in the outside society, prostitution is an offense, immoral. அப்ப what is value to one society is not the value to another society. Sociology is study of values, therefore it cannot be objective. It is very subjective. Sociology studies value, hence it is subjective. Who says this? Non-positivism. So in the second unit, the question is whether sociology is a science. Positivism says yes, non-positivism says no. What is science? How we use scientific methods in sociology? What is fact? What is value? What is subjectivity? So when the first unit is dealing with the emergence of sociology, mainly how sociology is connected to other subjects, how sociology is connected to common sense. The second unit is only about is it a science or not? Because any subject which came after science came will have to confront this question, will have to answer this question, are you a science? So it is like India is having a territory, a border. When somebody is entering the border security force will ask, are you an Indian or you are a foreigner? If you are an Indian, fine. If you are a foreigner, from where you are coming? What is the objective of you? So in the same way, when there is a subject called science, after science, any subject entering, the question will be asked, are you a science or not? If you are a science, how far you are a science? If you are not a science, then why you are not a science? So second unit is full of what? The scientific status of sociology. Now come to the third unit. Research methods. Research methods. So it's about how we are collecting the data about people. Because when you have to study society, you should collect the data. Which method, data collection method you will use? Broadly, there are two types of data collection methods. One is quantitative methods. Another is qualitative methods. Quantitative methods are objective or subjective. Something which is quantity ங்கிறது என்ன? What is very measurable, quantifiable, அது objective இருக்குமா subjective இருக்குமா? Will it be objective or subjective? Anything which is a quantity is objective. Anything which is quality is what? Subjective. So subjective methods are used, objective methods are used. Take for example one subjective method or qualitative method. It is called as participant observation. So when you wanted to study a group, you have to participate in the group. You have to become temporarily a member of the group. You stay with them for 1 year, study them. There was one anthropologist. His name is Malinowski. He studied a tribal group called as Trobrianders. This anthropologist studied a tribal group called as Trobrianders. He stayed with them for months together to study them in and out. Now, what will be the problem in this study? You tell me. You are a participant, you are also an observer. What will be the problem? You tell me. You stay in that group for 1 year, you study them. What problem you face? Can you be objective? Because whatever they do, they will give some or the other reason for that. So you try to justify whatever they say or not, whatever they do or not. For example, you are staying with people in the past who commit sati, right? So you are staying with people who commit sati in the past. Now sati is an offense. When you are staying with them for 1 year, you come to know why they commit sati. Because after the death of the husband, the woman is not having a peaceful life thereafter. She'll be underestimated by the society, undermined by the society. She'll face innumerable hardships. So therefore, with the death of the husband, she also have to die. And that will bring some sort of peace, respect. So there is a reason, sound reason for women committing sati after the death of the husband. So you started supporting that sati or not? Now you are studying dowry. You stay with the family who takes dowry. You stay with them for 1 year. You come to know why they have taken dowry. They'll give justification. How much we have spent on this boy. We have put him in a very good school. We paid in terms of tens of thousands in his school. For college, we have spent so much of lakhs. For IAS preparation, we have spent this much. We told him not to go to any job, so we face some financial loss, because till he gets married, he will be supporting the family if he was working somewhere. So we have lost some money which we should have gained from this person, our son. So after having done all these sacrifices, after having done all these sacrifice, this economic losses, is it unfair to get dowry? You say, illa correct தான். How much you are asking? 1 crore. 10 கோடி கேளுங்க கொடுப்பாங்க. We end up supporting them or not? So therefore, qualitative methods will be always criticized. Quantitative methods also will be criticized. Quantitative methods, questionnaires, some questions they will put, some surveys they do, some sampling they do. But there are also problems. There are also some problems, because when you give a question, say after you visit a car showroom. I went to a car showroom. I visited a car showroom, and after the marketing personnel had talked to me, he was giving me a set of questions. So there he has asked me, what is our service? How is our service? Rate our service. How and all we, offered courtesy to you. So all these things. He said, yes, yes, good, very good, fantastic, excellent, excellent, excellent. போயிட்டு வந்துட்டாரு. Actually, he didn't give me a cup of tea. But how was our hospitality? Excellent. காசா பணமா வச்சுக்கோ. Rate, Google rating, 5-star rating. The one who is giving delivery of the food, he is asking me, sir, 5-star rating கொடுங்க சார் அப்படிங்கிற. அப்பதான் சார் எனக்கு அடுத்த ஆர்டர் கிடைக்கும். 5-star rating. லேட்டா தான் வந்தார் அவரு. But still, அப்ப is it fair? Is it right? So when you use this method, you have its own problem. When you use that method, it has its own problem. And when you collect data from the people to study people, you use some methods, and the methods have some prospects, the methods have some problems as well. That is what the third unit called as research methodology. They have asked a question on that research methodology. The question is what? How do qualitative, quantitative methods supplement each other in sociology inquiry? How they are supporting each other? It may look as if they are opposites of each other, but they will support each other. How and all they will support each other is the question, 20 marker question. So from the second unit, we didn't have a question, but second unit we had a question called positivism. So first unit you have question. All the 3 units you had a question from the first unit. In the second unit also you have a question in 2021. How far sociologists are justified in using positivist approach to understand social reality, explained in suitable illustration. So first unit 3 questions came. Second unit 1 question came. Second unit 1 question came. Third unit 1 full question came, 20 marker question. So in the first and the second, first unit, second unit, third unit, in the unit number 1 in 2021 paper, unit 1, 2 10 marker question, and one 20 marker question. So 20 plus 20, 40 marks came from first unit. In the second unit, 10 marker question came. In the third unit, 20 marker question came. So 50, 70 marks came in 2021 Sociology paper 1 from 3 units. 70 marks came. 70 means what? 70 out of 250. Three units you have read, 70 marks you can attempt. Now the most important of all the units will be the fourth unit, thinkers. The heart and soul of sociology is fourth unit, thinkers unit, unit 4. Thinkers. So I would say that the most important, if you have read this thinkers fully, you have done sociology fully. The remaining units are only extensions of these fourth unit. We'll spend more than a month to study this one single unit. Around 2 months will take. Last year and all, I have taken 2 months. Thinkers alone, I have taken 2 months. Because that is what is the subject. You learn thinkers, and thinkers will be coming to your rescue. If you don't know the answer for the question, you just use the thinker's perspective, write the answer. You have read some, you have not read some question, and the question came, you don't know how to handle the question, just write the thinkers what they have said. You'll be able to get a minimum guarantee marks. 6 thinkers are there. We'll read in this line. Emile Durkheim, Karl Marx, Max Weber, V.E. Max Weber, Talcott Parsons, R.K. Merton, G.H. Mead. So he is from France. These two are from Germany. And these 3 are from United States. Without this thinkers portion, you can't score 320 plus in sociology. Last year, they have asked Durkheim, they have asked Karl Marx, they have asked Max Weber. So 3 thinkers and R.K. Merton. 4 thinkers they have asked last year alone. 2021 paper, 4 thinkers they have asked. They have not asked Parsons, they have not asked Mead, that's all. Oh, Parsons also they have asked. Mead only they have not asked. 5 thinkers they have asked. Durkheim, Karl Marx, Weber, Talcott Parsons, R.K. Merton. So in thinkers portion, almost all thinkers they are asking, which means that you cannot leave any thinker. You can't leave any thinker. So you see, In the first unit, all the 3 topics asked. In the second unit, 1 topic asked. In the third unit, 1 topic asked. In the fourth unit, all the 5 thinkers asked. Now, each and every thinker, they have given some concepts, some theories, and that has to be seen in detail. Emile Durkheim has spoken about social fact, division of labor, suicide, religion. 4 topics. Social fact, division of labor, religion, suicide. That is what is mentioned in the syllabus. So in 2021, the question was on division of labor. 2021 asked. Social fact. Now what is fact earlier? Anything which is independent of the observer is fact. This fact is created by society. A socially created fact it is. So fact means what? What we believe as real is fact. உண்மை அப்படிங்கிறது fact. Who says something is real or not? Who says something is fact or not? Whether the individual says that this is fact or the society says this is fact. So it is the social creation. உண்மை அப்படிங்கிறது எதுவுமே கிடையாது. There is nothing called truth. There is nothing called false. Truth and false is the making of the society. Same as the case of good and bad. There is nothing called good. There is nothing called bad. What is good, what is bad is decided by the society only. That is why prostitution is good in one tribe. It is bad in some other tribe. Patriarchy is good in some society. Male domination is good in some society. Equality is good in some society. So good and bad is not having its own existence. It is societal creation. In North India, you cannot marry your cross cousin. Bad. But in South India, it is preferred form of marriage. If you don't have cross cousin only, you have to go and marry somebody else. In North India, they don't marry the girl. The girl and the boy belonging to the same village will not marry each other in North India. ஒரே கிராமத்துல இருக்கிறவங்க மேரேஜ் பண்ண கூடாது. சவுத் இந்தியால ஒரே கிராமத்துல இருக்கிறவங்க தான் மேரேஜே பண்ணுவாங்க. So those people who are in south, they marry people present in their own village. If they don't have the bride or bridegroom within that village, they go to the next village. But in North India, they should not marry people belonging to the same village. So what is good in South India is bad in North India. What is good in North India is not good in South India. Good and bad is socially created. God. God is real or God is an imagination? Is God scientifically visible? But still, majority of the societies are theist society. They believe in God. But God is real according to society. God is not real according to science. So what is real is not decided by individual. What is real is not decided by science. What is real is society is decided by society. Therefore, social fact should be studied by sociology. How and all society treats something as real, that is what you have to study. Whether the real which society says is real or not is not to be studied. சொசைட்டி சொல்றது உண்மையா பொய்யா அப்படிங்கிறத நீங்க எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. சொசைட்டி ஏன் ஒரு விஷயத்த உண்மைன்னு சொல்லுது, சொசைட்டி ஏன் ஒரு விஷயத்த பொய்ன்னு சொல்லுது அப்படிங்கறத தான் பத்தி நீங்க படிக்கணும். யூ ஹேவ் டு ஸ்டடி வாட் சொசைட்டி சேஸ் இஸ் ரியல், why it says it is real. You should not go and see whether it is really present. The social reality will have to be studied, social fact will have to be studied. In most of our culture, the girl should be younger than the boy. When it comes to marriage, the groom should be elder, bride should be younger. Normally. Why? Is there any scientific reason for that? அப்படிலாம் ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. So social fact is a fact which is created by society. Division of labor. A work is divided into many parts, and each part is given to people. We have to study history, polity, economy, geography, everything in GS. So I'll study history, you study geography, you'll study economics, you'll study polity, you'll study science and technology, you'll study CSAT. We are dividing the work or not? So division of labor is leading to unification of society. Division is unifying people. How division unifies people? If I read only polity, you read only economy, you read only history, you read geography, 6 of us will divide the work. Without my contribution, your preparation is incomplete. Without your contribution, my preparation is incomplete. So naturally, for complete preparation, we'll come together. Yes or no? So he says how, even though division of labor is economic fact, it is working in the economic sector, but division of labor is having a social consequence, and that social consequences, it is uniting all of us. Because division of labor was studied by economists first. When you divide the work alone, if you do all the work, will you be efficient? Will you be productive? எல்லா வேலையும் நீங்களே செஞ்சீங்கன்னா ப்ரொடக்டிவா இருக்க முடியுமாப்பா? அப்ப அந்தந்த வேலையை அவங்கவங்களுக்கு பிரிச்சு கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா it will be productive. So only when you divide the work, efficiency will come, economists said. But Durkheim says beyond economics, there is something for society, and what you know, it unifies all of us. So division of work will unify all of us. And that was the question asked in 2021 mains sociology. The question is, discuss, explain whether Durkheim's theory of division of labor is relevant in the present context. Suicide. Why a person is committing suicide according to Durkheim? Because his mind has become weak, or because society? Why a person commits suicide according to Durkheim? Society. A person failed in the examination, 8th standard boy or 9th standard boy failed in the exam. The boy committed suicide. Why, you know? Because everybody scolded that boy. He feared facing the society. ஐயோ ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டேன், நான் எப்படி இந்த சொசைட்டில உயிரோட இருக்க முடியும், என்ன எல்லாரும் திட்டுவானுங்களே. So he killed himself. Because failures are disrespected by society. Failures are discouraged by the society. Society criticizes those who failed. So fearing society, the boy committed suicide. There was one person, Siddhartha. You heard about Cafe Coffee Day. Cafe Coffee Day founder Siddhartha is a politically big shot as well, because his father-in-law was former chief minister of Karnataka. He was having a coffee shop which was an empire, 1,600 outlets in many countries, international coffee shop. But he committed suicide. He threw himself into the river and dead body was floating after some time. When they asked why he committed suicide, he had some financial loss. But it is not financial loss that is the only reason for he committing suicide. Financial loss is seen by society negatively. It's not per se because he lost money. It is because society is now disrespecting this person. He had all respects before. The society had been getting all the respect. Now that fearing the loss of respect, he killed himself. And recent report says that his wife has, become very intelligent. She is intelligently, making the company come out of the financial setback. All these news you would have read. So suicide is not purely because of any other reason. Society wanted that person to commit suicide. Till the person commits suicide, society keeps on telling the person. For example, when somebody fails in the examination, so what family says? Normal. Leave our family. Our family is a very exceptional family. Most of the families, what they'll tell, no. Fail ஆயிட்டியா, எல்லாம் பூமிக்கே பாரம், உயிரோட ஏன் இருக்கிற? என்ன பண்ணுவான் பையன்? He will commit suicide. Now society will tell, ஐயோ he committed suicide. யார் காரணம்? சும்மா இருந்த பையனை சூசைடு பண்ண வச்சுட்டு அப்புறம் சூசைடு பண்ணிட்டான்னா அப்ப சொசைட்டி தி ரீசன் for a person committing suicide. Durkheim is brilliantly explaining this in his work Suicide. And religion is not about God. In the name of religion, people are worshipping their own society. So religion is societal worship. Suicide is because of society. Division of labor unifies society. Society says what is right and wrong. These are the 4 important areas as per the syllabus. Now next is Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Modes of production, historical materialism, class struggle, class conflict, alienation. So Karl Marx says everything is decided by economy. When Durkheim says everything is decided by society and culture, Marx says everything is decided by economy. If you control economy, you control society. If you control economy, you can control society. So he speaks about how economy is everything. In economy, what is happening? Production is happening. Economy deals with production. So how you are producing? The production decides society. Economy is centering around production. Economy deals with production. How that production is happening, that decides the societal setup. In this concept of historical materialism, he writes how history of society is based on economy of the society, because production is which production? Material production. And that material production decides the history. So if you wanted to study history, you study the material production. எப்படி ஒரு மெட்டீரியல் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் ஒரு சொசைட்டில நடக்குதோ அதை பொறுத்து தான் அந்த சொசைட்டியோட ஹிஸ்டரி இருக்கும்ன்றாரு. And when you are making production, definitely there will be two types of people to make that production. யாரெல்லாம் தேவை? When you wanted to make production, economic production or material production, two people are needed. For example, if you have to make a car is a material thing. You are producing car in a company. Two sets of people are needed to make this production, material production. One is the owner, another is the worker. So owner and worker together will make the production, but will there be any harmony between owner and worker? There will be only conflict between the owner and the worker. Why conflict will be there? Because the owner wanted all the profit, the worker wanted increase in salary. The owner is not giving salary, the worker wanted salary. The owner is exploiting the worker is feeling very bad about this. He feels that I am very suffocated, I am very lonely, everybody is exploiting me. So a sense of powerlessness that is felt by the worker, and that is called as alienation. So for Karl Marx, material production is everything. Material production decides the history of the society. When production is taking place, two people are there in the production, worker, owner. They will try to fight with each other because they have opposite interest. And in that production system, the worker feels very bad. He feels very hurt that, see, he is not deciding anything. Owner says you produce, he produces. Owner decides who will buy the product. Owner decides what product will have to be made. Owner decides how many products will have to be made. So he decides everything. I very passively do my work. So I am not getting any satisfaction in my work. I am getting exploited in the work. That feeling, that hurt feeling, is what is called as alienation. So this is Marxism. So Marxism gives importance to what? Production. He gives importance to economics. When Durkheim gave importance to culture and society, he gives importance to purely economics. Economy decides everything. One who has money has everything. I'm simply asking you this question for your understanding. Can tomorrow police go and arrest Mukesh Ambani that he violated the traffic signal? Arrest தான் பண்ணி பாருங்களேன். அம்பானி கார் டிரைவரை கூட நீங்க டச் பண்ண முடியாது. What is the salary of Ambani's car driver? 4 lakhs per annum, per month. What is your salary? Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, my student says. I was advising him to buy a house, a government flat, because it is there for civil servants. There is one project going on. So I was advising, why don't you book a flat? He said, sir, 50,000 rupees EMI I have to pay. My total salary is only 80,000. If I spend 50,000 monthly for EMI, Remaining 30,000, I cannot run my family. And this is what Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax saying. Ambani car driver எவ்வளவு 4 லட்சம். He has a driver and he comes in BMW. கொடுமையை பாருங்களேன். அந்த டிரைவருக்கு ஒரு டிரைவரா, அந்த டிரைவர் வர்றது BMW கார்ல வராராம். அந்த காரோட விலை 1 கோடியாம். அரெஸ்ட் பண்ண முடியும்? Mukesh Ambani goes to Tirupati temple. Frequently he goes to Tirupati temple. Red carpet welcome is waiting. The entire Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam board is standing to receive Mukesh Ambani. You go, stand in the queue. It will take 2 days for you to have a darshan. Queue la நின்னு வயசாயிரும். IAS prelims பாஸ் பண்ணணும்னு போவோம், கடைசியில் வெளியில வரும்போது ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட் ஸ்டேஜ் ஆயிரும் நமக்கு. அப்போ ரெட் கார்பெட் வெல்கம் இன் டெம்பிள். No politician will dare to touch him. He will be above law of the land. காரணம் என்ன? பணம். ஒன்னும் பண்ண மாட்டாரு. நான் வரலப்பா, நான் வேற ஊருக்கு போறேன், நான் வெளிநாட்டுக்கு போறேன்னு போயிட்டாருன்னு வைங்களேன், அவ்வளவுதான். 5 lakh crore transaction because of this person. 5 லட்சம் கோடி இவரால டிரான்சாக்ஷன் ஆகுதான். 5 லட்சம் கோடி. The entire budget is 22 lakh crore. அவ்வளவுதான். யாரோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ? நம்ம பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல இல்ல, மார்க்ஸ். நான் சொல்லலப்பா, மார்க்ஸ் சொல்றாரு. கம்பெனி டிரைவரை நீ அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணித்தான் பாருன்றாரு அவரு, நம்ம சொல்லல. Right? So this is about Marxism. We'll stop now. Tomorrow we are meeting by 10 o'clock. 3 days we have syllabus class. Today we have done. Tomorrow as well as day after tomorrow. So come by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll continue with the third thinker, Max Weber. Tomorrow we'll finish off paper 1. We'll finish off paper 1 so that day after tomorrow we'll take up paper 2. We'll teach the syllabus of paper 2. We'll decode the syllabus of paper 2 day after tomorrow. Right? After the syllabus class is over, then we'll jump into the full-fledged class. Any friend of you who wanted to know what is sociology, they also can attend this session. Not necessary that they have to join the course. If they wanted to know something about sociology, you can call your friends, they can sit in the class and they also can learn sociology. And this session is giving you the boundaries of sociology UPSC. It is telling you this is what you are going to study for the next 4.5 months. Right? So this day is a very important day for both you and me, that we have to make our dreams come true. Our dream is that you have to clear the examination with topmost score in sociology. Your dream is that with sociology you should become an IAS officer. So we are one in terms of our dreams, our objectives. This is a contract which we both are entering into, social contract. The commitment which I am making to you is that if you follow the 4-layered approach of sociology office, the 4-layered approach of sociology is that the first layer is class, exhaustive class lectures with in-depth analysis of each and every concept given in sociology syllabus. After that, it is the second layer will be the books which I am giving, only 2 books, one for paper 1, another for paper 2. That is more than sufficient. Need not refer any other book. The third layer is test series. I'll ensure that you are writing around 400 question answers, out of which 38 questions will come in real sociology examination. And the fourth layer is Sociology Current Affairs. We are the first institute to come out with a dedicated sociology monthly magazine for current affairs. Sociology Current Affairs monthly magazine titled The Social Fact is there in the Telegram channel of us. So you join the Telegram channel of us. Sociology Current Affairs is the Telegram channel. You join the Telegram channel, you'll get daily post, daily socio post. Important sociology current affairs comes as a gist, daily basis. Then we also have 100 question answers for sociology paper 1, model question answers. It is there. Then thirdly, every month you have this social fact current affairs. And fourthly, you have sociology current affairs videos. So the fourth layer is sociology current affairs. This is a sandwich. You have to eat all the four layers together. If you take one, leave the other, then definitely you will not get the taste of the completeness of sociology course. So I wanted you to commit to me that thing, that you will consume all the four layers without any doubt. Because the problem with the students is that they miss one or the other deliberately. So you commit yourself to this, that you will attend all the four layers. Definitely this subject will take you to the desired job. Your dreams will come true because of this subject called sociology, and we should be extremely elated because we have chosen the right subject. If sociology is not giving you IAS, I tell through my experience, no other subject can give you IAS. I have lot many students who have jumped from other optionals to sociology. With that, in single stroke, they have cleared the examination. To name few, Sai Murali, who scored 321 in sociology, first 3 years he wrote his main examination with public administration optional. Fourth time he changed the optional, and one time sociology he read, he got 321, which is supposed to be the first mark in sociology 2018. Then secondly, Ilamadi. Thirdly, Sindhu Kavi. So many students are there who just changed their optional to sociology and cleared this examination. Tamim Ansaria, when two optionals were there, sociology and geography. Next time she left sociology, took geography, she didn't clear. After that, she took sociology and she cleared the examination. Today, she is additional collector in Rayalaseema region. So I am not telling that I will teach the subject. I am telling that this subject is having that much potential to give you IAS. So enjoy the subject, learn with enthusiasm, be committed to the classes and the homework which I am giving to you. Definitely you will transform from desire to deserve, because we don't get what we desire. We get only what we deserve. All the very best. See you tomorrow by 10 o'clock. Thank you.